I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, here's Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jared Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken on the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alshon Jeffrey. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
His kick.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Thomas Davis on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. the shotgun. It's Roethlisberger. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Buffalo.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
First 7-7, our score after 1.
End of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Watson off play action. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
25-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Watson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Jets 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On third down, Michel. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Watson flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 24, Watson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going up top for Taylor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. From the red zone now, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Watson's pass intercepted.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Bailey missed it. No good. Wide to the right. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 12.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Bills 21, Jets 20. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Down to the 25. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. to Michelle on the screen. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Dontari Poe on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is caught. And he's brought down.
That's good.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
28, Bills 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 53 is mine. Check 53 is mine.
They run again with Hines. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 66.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got it at the 15. A very solid gain of 27.
27 more.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
A give. This is Michelle. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts,